compared to like the first one I took, which is the one that goes over to your brain. But this second one I took wasn't too bad. But then today, I took another COVID test. And then that COVID test, that shit went up the fucking brain. And the
insane in the midbrain?
Yeah, and the shit was that today I did a drive-through one. And when I did the drive-through one, I didn't really know. The guy just told me, tilt your head, you're in your car. He did it. And I'm like, I felt uncomfortable, but I already went through the first time, so I was just, okay. And then I felt bad. I'm like, should I tell my girl this is not the Saturday test? Because she took the test with me on Saturday. But then I was like, nah, let me not scare her. So the guy went to her window and did it for her. And holy shit, she tried to pull the swab. She was like, she couldn't breathe. She tried to pull the swab out. And I'm like, baby, just try to breathe. And the guy was like, oh, and then like, damn. He did it. He was like, he's got a little bit more. So he did it. And she was, and I told her, I'm like, I feel like my nose got kind of raped. So it feels like it's...
Hey, just be happy it's not a swab going up your ass.
Nah, man. Yeah. So that shit was just like, it gets you, her was real teary. Me, I was like, shit. I had a little bit of tear. Gets you a little wet. But other than that, finally got it done. But yeah, that's been pretty much my week. It's just been a lot of stuff going on. But hopefully everything is getting better little by little for the family. And then that's it, man. Then just doing the podcast for you guys, getting ready for Thursday. I mean, I'm not going to do much this week, but just getting ready to be off, to be honest. Like Al said, getting ready for some TV shows that are coming up or movies. For me, just getting ready to just kind of relax and hoping that the week gets better in the next few days. So that's pretty much it, man. Like, nothing much cracking. I know Saturday there was the we could get into sports. The one thing I think so, I went earlier on. I went to Sedona, and I had they call it what's it called? A flight of beers, which is you could get 4 different type of beers. It could be for whatever you pick, whatever 4 beers you want. Uh-oh. La policía.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the Mrs. Chuleta for the Lee side coming up in a little bit, so she'll probably be talking. But so I was like thinking, so I got like 4 beers, and I tried 1 beer today, which I was like, I love peanut butter, and if you look at where we're at now, I got peanut butter cups. Well, it was a peanut butter beer, and I was like, man, I told the girls, yo, does that taste good? She's like, yeah, it tastes like a Blue Moon. And I'm like, Blue Moon? And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, I'll bring you a sample. And I was like, oh, she wasn't that far off. You don't taste that much of the peanut butter. So I was thinking, like, with all the kind of beers we have, you said Fat Tire is one of your best beers. What are, like, I guess, the sort of types of beers you like, or your top beers that you like?
Oh, no wonder.
Top
what? Just say it. We're on the podcast. What, the beers?
Yeah, because I was talking to the guy, and he was like, yeah, he came in.
Oh, my God.
You brought more?
I bought beers for him.
Yeah, people. We're alcoholics here. I guess my fiance went to go get beers, and then I already had bought beers. But that's a good thing is that she knows me. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Which one you went to?
Good thing it's not Raquel. He would have given her a VSOP.
It's the Indian guy with the Giants hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
He's always good.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. She's unwrapping a Fat Tire for us, guys.
Gift.
Thank
That's
you
a
so
Christmas
much.
gift.
Just put a bow on it.
Put a bow on it?
Yeah. So, like I was asking Chuleta, what sort of beer? I took it off a little bit. I might take it off because of the sound, but we'll just keep it on. What type of beer style you like, or
The only dark beer that I think I like the most is the Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have all the other stouts that have coffee, and then they got the chocolate stouts and all that, which are good. I like trying them. For my favorite dark beer is the Guinness, and I guess I get that from my dad's because he's always used to drink that. But I could always go like this one right here. It's an Amber Ale, which is a light beer. I could always take, because it doesn't give you that bad aftertaste like an IPA does. Some IPAs are so strong that they give you that, you get that taste, that aftertaste that you think you're going to have bad breath. You think, oh, fuck. I will always go with an ale beer, it's almost like a lager type.
Because it's Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the first ever beers made, like the type of style, like the ales, right? Because even like Game of Thrones, they say like ale.
I think that's what they used to call it back in the days. Instead of saying, let me get
beer.
a beer.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think they just called it an ale.
Albert's a Googler.
There you go, man.
He's a Googles.
Call me a Googler.
Yeah, so, but probably maybe ale is probably one of the first ones, because even IPA, it's Indian pale ale.
Yeah.
And so maybe one of the regular ales is probably just one of the the first flavors.
I got IPAs that I like. IPAs that I like. Like there's this company called Wrench. They're pretty good. New Belgium makes a good IPA.
Yeah.
That we've tried. So there's good IPAs out there that don't give you that bad aftertaste. But then you got those IPAs that are fucking high
in alcohol,
and it gives you that like aftertaste that you be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't want to try. It's got that skunky shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's me. I like trying different beers. Like we've talked about this before. I just can't stick to my Modelos and Coronas and Coors Light, because at one point I was just drinking Coors Light every time. Then I switched it up to fucking.
I was actually trying to buy Coors Light today, but I couldn't find them. Because I brought Fat Tires and I brought Whole Garden, and I was gonna buy Fat Tire alone. And I was like, let me just get another pack of something, so I don't have to because I know stores will be closed Friday or whatever. I was like, let me just get two now. And then so as I was looking for them, I was like, let me just get some Coors Lights, because those are easy to knock down.
Oh, I could knock down a fucking 12-pack.
And not only that, if they're nice and cold, they're on point. So I was like, let me look. And then I just couldn't look. And it probably was all the way in the first fridge.
Yeah.
So I just was I was ready to counter. I was like, fuck it. Got Whole Garden.
It's like Pabs. I've never kept a 6-pack of Pabs in my house.
Yo.
No why.
You know how much is I was going to buy Pabs this week. You know how much was a 30-pack of Pabs?
Probably $15.
No, it was not that cheap. $29.99.
Pabs?
Yeah.
How many?
30-pack.
That's more expensive than Coors Light.
Well, maybe I was looking at Drizzly. So Drizzly over,
because a pack of 30 of Coors Light. That I normally buy that for beer pong.
Yeah.
It's $21.99.
Oh, so Pab's gotta be
Yeah, Pab's gotta be a little cheaper than that.
Drizzly making that money.
Yeah, because when I first moved out here, I bought a pack of 24 pack of Milwaukee's Best. And that beer is just cheap. And I paid $15 for a
That's a beer name, Milwaukee's Best?
Milwaukee's Best.
Holy shit. How does that one look?
Cheap.
I'm gonna have to look for this shit.
It's a cheap beer. When I first moved out here, I was so impressed by the price that I bought it. And
you were so cheap.
Yeah.
He got impressed.
I was like, shit.
I was so impressed. I had to buy it.
I've never bought beers this cheap. So I just kept buying it every weekend. And it would last me 3 days. Milwaukee's Best. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, man. I think I got an idea. We got to get that for Santi.
Yeah.
For his Milwaukee tools.
Yo.
Yeah, just look at that Milwaukee's Best 30-pack, $14.
Yo.
Holy, that's premium.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's almost
if you get the ice one, same thing. Holy smokes.
That's the beer I first bought when I moved to Jersey.
Yo, this shit is so bootleg. They just got different. It's just the packaging is regular.
I went to get my Chinese food, and I went to the same liquor store we go to here because Rome wasn't there.
Yeah,
it was a Chinese store there, and then the liquor store where Mike is at.
Yeah,
you just went to get the beers. I was like, yo, how much is for this Milwaukee's Best 24 pack? He was like, yo, 15. I was like, what? I was gonna buy 2.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, let me buy that and a Bacardi Limon.
So they were saying, is Milwaukee Best a good beer? Said Milwaukee earned 4 medals at the Great American Beer Festival back in 2009. Holy shit. That's too funny. And then there's Keystone beer. You ever had that one?
Another cheap one. It's like Keystone, Milwaukee's Best. So Milwaukee's Best is almost like Budweiser. What Budweiser is in the hood in New York for us.
Oh my God, they look the same thing.
Yeah.
They sell them in Target.
Well, the
Keystone beer.
I guess the states that sell, like the Targets in New Jersey, they don't sell beers. But I guess like Florida, you'll probably find those in Target. That's like WT beers, bro.
What's WT?
White trash.
Yeah, this one costs more though. Keystone costs more. 30 pack is like $18.
But this is what you normally use for beer pong. Then they got the other one, the Rolling Rocks or Rolling Rockies. That's like another cheap one.
Man, all right. So America's cheapest beer, natural light beer.
I've had that one also.
Fuck! You should write a book of all the cheap beers you had.
Yo, when you first move out, you don't got a lot of money, but you want to get drunk. Yeah, you go for cheap beers.
Holy shit!
Natural Ice is another one.
Sorry, people. Modelo's up there too. A 24 pack for $9.99.
Where?
Pearson's Wine and Spirits.
That's
24 pack.
That's a good price.
Yeah. Pabst, a 6-pack for $5.49. Yingling's there. Miller Lite Natural Ice. The Alchemist Miller High Life.
Yo. Which is the other one there? Hams?
Ham's beer. That's just probably from.
Have you ever had
from the land of sky blue waters?
Have you had
that shit doesn't make sense.
Have you had a regular Coors? Not a Coors Light, just a Coors. The yellow can.
I have. I think only once.
That one is stronger than
those are hard to find though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's one beer, and I'm looking at this shit, people. This shit looks crazy. Oscar Blue Dale Pale Ale. The price is $1,350.
What are those, Jordans?
I don't know. These are Yeezys. Well, that's the one place is selling it for $1,000. Everybody else is like $10. We got Michelob Ultra Light. You got the king of beers, Budweiser. Steel Reserve. What else? Got Corona in the mix.
Now you're going too high in beers. Now you got Beck's. I
Beck's.
haven't had Beck's in a long time.
Me neither. It's been a long time.
Beck's and Lone Brown.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Lone Brown was like...
That's the Java one, right?
That's the old man beer.
Yeah, so...
That's the line in the front.
So, but Pabst is like right there.
Pabst? I only drink Pabst when I go to Yankee Stadium for some reason.
Yeah. And then there's one called Guinness beer. It's from upstate New York.
You see, you know it's generic because it's just a regular silver can with it.
It look like Canadian. Then you got Stroh's American Lager. You got Keystone, Natural Ice. Then Albert's tried all these. Milwaukee's Best. Busch Light.
I haven't had that yet.
Alright. Guys are giving me ideas. Extra Gold Lager is brewed by Coors. Simpler Times Lager. Rainier Beer.
Rolling
Rock.
I've had that.
Holy shit. Where the fuck is like back in the days from Prohibition? Hams. We got Budweiser. We got Coors Banquet.
Yeah, that's the regular one.
The regular one. We got Nargasa Lager. High Life, Yingling, Sessions, Honey Brown. You ever had this one?
I think I've